Mother sees a viral photo of her son standing at Flagpole. She immediately bursts into tears. A woman got an urgent message from a friend one morning telling her to go online because a photo had gone viral. It seemed something terrible had happened, or she thought it might be something serious. But when she saw the image, she found herself with a big question. She immediately understood the cause of the uproar after seeing the picture. What happened next left the whole family in a heartwarming situation. Stacy Philpott had taken a break from social media to devote more time to her family when a friend urgently messaged her to look at a viral photo. But when she took a closer look at the image, which showed a young man in front of the neighborhood high school, and was surprised to see that it was Hayden, her own son. Faced towards the flagpole in front of Lake Mineola High School, the young man was standing alone. The reason the picture of her son had attracted so much attention became clear as she read the comments. I realized the boy standing by himself at the pole was my boy as I scrolled through the images. On the day when students gather around their school's flagpole to pray for their community, Hayden arrived before class. It was different this year because no one else showed up when it was time to start. Hayden realized he would have to stand alone in intercession for his family, school, and city, so he did. My son claims that initially he just intended to pray until another person intervened. He eventually arrived and realized nobody else was leaving. When he was left alone, his inner cry changed, and he pleaded with God to intervene. Hayden had no support, but his faith was unaffected. The teen immediately bowed his head and cried out to the Lord on behalf of his neighborhood. Unbearably proud of her son, Stacy Philpott texted him right away to inform him that people had recorded his private moment of prayer. As she texted her son at school, praising his fortitude, Stacy wrote, "You should know that people in our community are going crazy about a young man who stood at a flagpole alone and prayed this morning. They are praising him as an incredible young man and saying how proud his parents must be of him. I want you to know that your parents are incredibly proud of you. You are an incredible young man, and I adore you." With tears in his eyes, Hayden read through the social media comments when he got home from school and told his mother what he had prayed. He explained to me with such utter amazement in his voice that as he stood by himself and prayed, God had heard the cry of his heart, letting people passing by wonder and feel their hearts pricked. He chuckled and remarked that it was absurd that he appeared to have responded forcefully. Hayden could have prayed for anything, but his one and only request was that God uses him as a light for those around him. Amazingly, his prayer was granted in a much more significant manner. Did Hayden realize that his uncomplicated gesture also brought his mother comfort and joy? Stacy had been worried that she wasn't spending enough time and effort on her kids, but her son's loyalty has since given her hope. So, to you, wherever in your life you find yourself alone, be it a flagpole, in your marriage, at work, or in a situation that seems insurmountable, I believe my son would like to remind you that God can do mighty things in your absence, Stacy said. Maybe you're waiting for someone else to notice or respond to your prayers before continuing to pray, but God knows and He can do great things. Hayden knew his prayer would be heard, but he had no idea how much of an impact it would have on his neighborhood. He has served as an inspiration to his classmates, but his passion has also been a beacon of hope for people all over the country. The Facebook post went viral in no time and was liked by many people. Not only likes but such kindness also received comments from people expressing their love and support for such a noble act. One straightforward act of selflessness can completely change lives. Even if we don't immediately see the big picture, Hayden's faithfulness is a lovely reminder to us all that God hears us and answers our prayers in accordance with His perfect will. It was definitely a great message to all the people to believe in God and that things will surely get solved with His grace and presence.